May I get in, sir?
Yes, please come.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, Saranya. How are you feeling today? Please sit down.
Sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
See, it is a conversation we want, a dialogue, not a question-answer session.
Yes, sir.
The aim is not to grill you with questions. You've already been questioned. Okay. So relax and give your mind on whatever you can reflect.
Yes, sir.
In UP politics, there is a common terminology called bulldozer culture. What is the effect of using this bulldozer culture?
So it is against the fundamental rights which is given by the Constitution, sir. Every people has the right to have their own houses as shelters, and it triggers lack of public trust over the governance, especially among the minority people, and it also disrupts the governance mechanism of the region, sir.
Why there is so much of drug abuse in Tamil Nadu? They say வீட்டு வாசல்லையே drug கிடைக்குது. What is your take on this?
So the first one is increased sale of drugs through social media, sir. And the technological means of drug transfer has made it even more easier to have drugs by the youngsters. And the second one was lack of moral teaching in educational institutions, sir, because more of the drug abuse is actually happening in educational institutions also, sir.
What is this meta? They keep talking about meta.
Meta, sir?
Meta, M-E-T-H, with reference to drug.
Meth.
Okay. I don't know exactly, sir. Method. Okay, sir.
Sir, Saranya,
Yes,
good
sir.
afternoon.
Good afternoon,
You
sir.
are an agriculture graduate.
Yes, sir.
Which district are you coming from?
I'm from Kadalur district, sir.
What are the specialty of Kannur district?
So Kadalur is a coastal district, which was once a historical capital of British possessions, and it has one of the important Panchapuda Stalas of Lord Shiva, which is Thillai Nadaraja temple. It is the leading producer of cashew nut in Tamil Nadu as well as for the India. That's it, sir.
See, agriculture is a very important economic activity of India.
Yes, sir.
Nowadays, people say that the productivity has come down and the farmers are having low income. So, what is your assessment on this? Why agriculture productivity is low and how to improve it? And also, the next question associated with this, how to improve the farm income? So,
Okay,
three
sir.
questions.
So the first one is productivity is not low for every crop, sir. In rice and sugarcane, we are the leading states in terms of productivity, sir. But the productivity is low in pulses, oil seeds and other crops, sir. For that, we have to work on improved varieties, especially high yielding varieties. And also we should do intensive farming, sir. Because for pulses and oil seeds, we are going for intercrop and mostly not intensive farming. We can go for intensive pulse production, sir. That can be one solution, sir. And the third one will be utilizing the plant growth promoters which are produced by TNAU, example Pulse Wonder, Oilseed Wonder. Those can increase the productivity, sir. And the final question was improving the farm income. So farm income should be increased in a multifaceted approach, sir. By including animal husbandry, honeybee keeping, and other activities like mushroom production. It can reduce the vulnerabilities of the farmer while also improving the farm income, sir.
Okay. What do you think about this sensor-based regulation of irrigation, water management, and nutrient management?
So in places where free electricity have been given, there are records of groundwater pollution, especially nitrate pollution, sir. So sensor-based irrigation management can be a best approach, sir. And we can equip farmers on precision agriculture, which would be even more better, sir.
What do you mean by precision agriculture?
Yes, sir. It is utilization of sensors and all available technology to apply inputs in a prescribed manner, that is right place, right time and right amount, sir.
Okay, so there are lots of talks about safety of women in India.
Yes, sir.
Particularly, every state has got some issue or other relating to the. So, can you suggest some methods, mechanism in which we can have a proper safety for women all over India?
So it is all government and all society approach, sir. I believe that the first step should be on responsible parenting, sir. or even a male child and female child should be raised in an equal manner, so that the boy understands that every girl is like our sister and our mother. So that is the one, sir. And second one comes to the educational institutions, sir. There should be proper sex education and gender sensitivity education, so that the male child gets raised and the female child also get awareness, sir. And the third one was breaking the stigma over complaints, sir. There should be a fear that if anyone harasses a woman, that he will go ahead complained by the women, sir. So breaking the stigma is the third one. And the fourth one is the legal structures, sir. I believe that we have the legal structures. By correcting the first three, we can achieve proper safety for women, sir.
So you have read about the Constitution of India.
Yes, sir.
For the examination. So can you list out the constitutional authorities who have adequate powers to decide on their subject independently?
Election Commission of India, sir. Union Public Service Commission of India. And we have CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General. Even the State Public Service Commissions are independent, sir.
What about Judiciary?
Yes. Judiciary is also independent. Judiciary, Legislature and Executive are all independent, but all have checks and balances, sir.
Are you satisfied with the performance of the Judiciary?
Yes, sir. I'm satisfied, sir. Because Judiciary have upheld many things in the past, sir. To quote one, it has made an scheduled caste student who was demised of admission in IIT. It used its powers in Article 142 and gave complete justice to that student, sir. So I believe Judiciary is doing its work well, sir.
Okay. Can you explain how this startup could reduce the employment problems of the country?
Startups or independent business ideas, sir. And startups provide self-employment opportunity. In the event of demographic dividend phase, startups can make up the most of employment, so that creativity also gets improved and employment crisis also gets reduced. And also it can fill the gap which we missed in the manufacturing sector, sir.
Right. Saranya, you're from Cuddalore, right? And you're also an agriculture.
Yes, sir.
Kindly tell me, what are extreme weather events?
So extreme weather events are unprecedented weather events which have above normal impacts, sir. For example, a monsoon rainfall we can predict, but cloud burst which provide more amount of rainfall in a short period of time and lead to more damage for crops, sir. That's unprecedented extreme events, sir.
Okay. How has Cuddalore been affected by these extreme weather events?
Yes, sir. Being a coastal district, it has been frequently affected by cyclones, and also once was affected by tsunami in 2004, sir. So Cuddalore is a vulnerable district, sir.
But tsunami is not an extreme weather event, right?
Yes, sir. It's a disaster.
Okay. And the recent rainfall that caused a lot of flooding in Cuddalore, how has it affected the common man's life?
First one, I'll tell about agriculture, sir. There were a lot of loss for banana farmers and rice farmers, sir, due to drowning and lodging of trees, sir. And in a common man's life, especially in urban regions, it has affected the mobility of the common people, sir. It has also affected the day-to-day activities like grocery purchasing of a common man, sir. For women, it has increased the household burden, higher rainfall, sir.
Okay. You are aspiring to become an administrator. Your choice is IAS.
Yes.
What, in your opinion, should the district administration have done in order to prepare, the Cuddalore area for the impending? Because the rainfall happened over a period of time, because the cyclone did not move in fast.
Yes, sir.
There was a lot of time. Do you think the district administration did enough in preparation, or you don't think so?
So, with my knowledge, I believe that the drainage channels were cleaned and also rescue forces were employed properly in the district. But the issue is long term, sir. It is about desiltation of the rivers and removing the encroachments in the lakes and waterways. It could not be done in the movement of the cyclone's time, sir. It could be done as a long-term approach, but government has successfully done all the short-term measures that it could do, sir.
So how these extreme weather events affect agriculture?
So first one is yield loss, sir. For example, excessive heat waves will reduce the yield of the grains by sun scorching, sir. And finally, sometimes we can have a complete lodging of the crops, sir. In terms of rice, flooding will affect the entire yield of the region. And it causes soil erosion, sir, which leads to removal of fertile soil cover of the region and leads to long-term consequences, sir. And finally, it leads to degradation of perishable commodities like tomato and onion and increases their prices, sir.
Wayanad landslide.
Yes, sir.
Was it, the destruction was caused because of an extreme weather event?
Yes, sir.
Or there were other reasons?
It was an extreme weather event combined with lack of early warning system, sir.
I see.
Yes.
If the early warning system had been there, you think this could have been prevented?
Yes, sir. I believe that it could, at least we could have rescued
I'm talking about prevention, not rescue. Could it have been prevented if there had been early warning?
So for prevention, we need a long-term effort, sir. It needs ecotourism and controlled urbanization.
See, the heavy downpour happened deep inside the forest in Wayanad. It did not happen in the habitat, human habitat. It happened way, deep into the forest. You can't prevent that from happening.
Yes, sir.
So how could you have prevented the landslide affecting human lives and property is what I'm asking.
Yes, sir. So the downpour could have happened in the forest, but the region which was affected had much development than its ecological footprint, sir. That is why it has become more vulnerable and led to more destruction, sir. We might have destructions, but it could not be in that much life loss, sir.
What happened? What was the kind of human activity that increased this?
So the first one is unsustainable development. As Wayanad became the hotspot for tourists, there were more development of hospitalities, example resorts and hotels, sir. That is one reason. And also...
Are you aware of the Kasturi Rangan committee report and the Mudgil committee report? What were the recommendations and why despite their recommendations things did not improve on the ground?
Yes, sir. So according to Gadgil's recommendation, only the core area, buffer area approach was given by him, sir, and he proposed almost 70% of the Western Ghats to be an eco-sensitive zone. But in Kasturi Rangan report, it was reverted back. Only 37% of the area was considered as eco-sensitive zone, sir. So, and also it has not been effectively implemented, sir. So that is the issue, sir.
There have been reports on the extreme weather events, not only disturbing the agricultural productivity, it also is expected to have an impact on human health.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any idea about what kind of human health impact it will have?
Yes, sir. So the first one is it increases the vector-borne diseases and health issues, sir. Example cholera, malaria, and also it leads to water and air pollution, sir, and increases the water transmitted diseases, sir.
No, IIT has done a research and come out with some data on it, like this could be the impact. Are you aware of it?
No, sir, I'm not aware.
Okay. And how much would it affect India's GDP, the extreme weather conditions impact? How much do you think it will impact the GDP, or it will not have any impact?
So it will have impact on GDP, sir. Because
what percentage can you tell? Because GDP is always measured in percentages.
Can I take a guess, sir? I don't know.
Yeah.
It would be 2%, sir.
Yeah, we're close enough. You have plogging as your hobby.
Yes.
Is plogging something that you can do on a regular basis, or you do it, very occasionally?
I do it on every weekend, sir.
Okay. How do you do that? Can you explain?
We as the 4-5 members, we take a sack bag and we wear gloves. We'll go for a walk around the park and we'll collect whatever recyclable plastics we see and ensure it gets recycled, and we transfer the fund to the NGO called Work for Plastics, sir.
So you generate a lot of fund in doing that?
Per day, we'll generate about 80 to 100 rupees.
Where does this happen?
So around the Anna Tower Park, also on the streets of Anna Nagar. Sometimes we go for coastal cleanups, sir.
Okay. And this you've been doing for some time now?
Almost 1.5 years, sir.
Okay. And what about terrarium? How do you find time for terrarium with all this?
Yes, sir. So I make terrarium about once in 2 months, sir. It is about maintaining it, sir. We have to prune it and change the mosses if any of them had dried up and regularly water them. So it is not my regular activity, sir.
It is not.
I'll do once in 2 months, sir.
But I'm told this terrarium as a hobby is very relaxing. It it relieves the stress. But you seem to be doing it like once in 2 months. So you don't get stressed before that.
Sir, I don't use it as making process as stress-free, sir. I'll be stress-free while seeing the terrarium, sir. It will be like a cute rainforest sitting on my table, sir.
Okay.
It makes me feel relaxed, sir. It is not that I have to do again and again to get that feeling, sir.
So you mean to say the process does not relax you? It's only the
It relaxes me, sir, but products relaxes me more, sir.
If I put a statement to you like the Dravidian politics, the Dravidian social justice movement, the self-respect movement had been a failure because instead of the oppression of the backward caste by the forward caste people, it just dynamic shifted between the middle caste and the people on the bottom of the ladder, like the forward caste and the disadvantage. Now it has moved to the OBCs, the scheduled caste. So that just the same hierarchy, the same kind of oppression exists in Tamil Nadu today. Like today, people get killed also, sometimes for intercaste marriages. So just the dynamics have changed, the actors have changed, but the objective has been lost. Do you agree with this statement?
Sir, I don't agree with the statement, sir. I believe that the dynamics could have changed due to certain political factors, but the social justice, which was the aim of Dravidian politics, has not changed, sir.
Has it achieved? The aims have not changed.
Yes,
Has
sir.
the goals been achieved?
It will be achieved in the long term, sir.
What it has achieved now, for now what it has achieved?
Okay, sir. So with my observation, I could see many of the depressed class students achieving in education and also achieving in various fields like civil services, etc. It wouldn't have been possible without reservation, sir. So I believe that reservation has done its job. And women empowerment, sir. The Dravidian ideology had importance for women, sir. So there was improvement in the labor force participation of women, sir.
Sometime back you mentioned every boy should learn that he should see his other women as sister or mother, right? Many times it's a patriarch who invoke this sisterhood, motherhood.
Okay, sir.
Actually, they talk a lot about sisters and mothers. Don't you think rather than, seeing another woman and give due respect
Okay, sir.
and space, rather than seeing them as sister and mother, don't you think it's a patriarch's way of putting it, you give them a role, not see them as a human being with their own wants and wishes?
Yes, sir. Sir, I said that statement because I was affected by an advertisement called Share Your Story with Your Son. A mother will share her, once she was harassed, and she'll share with that a son, and he'll understand that it should not happen to my mother. So it will give her feelings that he should not hurt another woman. In that point of view, I've expressed it, sir.
Okay, fine. Do you know that mustard oil is banned for internal consumption in the Western countries? Like if you go abroad, of course we don't use mustard oil, but a lot of Indians, East Indians use mustard oil in their cuisine. But you cannot buy a mustard oil, even if it is exported from India, which is meant for consumption, cooking. In West you cannot sell it. It's illegal, it's banned, or external use only. Do you know why?
Sir, it could be because of its erucic acid content, which could be allergic for certain people, and it is unhealthy if the amount of erucic acid goes above the limits.
So is it a myth that there is a erucic acid problem in Indian mustard oil, or it's a misunderstanding of the West, or is it a really scientifically based thing?
So there is erucic acid in mustard oil, but its limits, if we consume more erucic acid, it will lead to problems, sir. But in India, we are consuming mustard oil and we are healthy. I believe it could be the misconsumption, sir.
Okay. What is unique about the GM mustard? There is one variety called Dara 11. Dara
Yes, sir.
mustard 11.
Mustard 11.
Is it the same way like we BT cotton kind of thing, or is it something different?
Yes, sir. So it is not a direct genetically modified crop. It is a hybrid of two genetically modified varieties, Early Hira and Varuna. Barnes and Baster gene have been used in the production of Early Hira and Varuna, and the hybridization of both has led to Dara Mustard Hybrid 11, sir.
So what is the purpose?
Yes, sir. It has 8% increase in oil production, and also it is resistant to Alternaria rot, and it is resistant to leaf spot disease, sir.
Okay. Is it resistant to some herbicides also?
Yes, sir. It is resistant to isoproteron, sir.
Okay. Have you heard about this GLOF? It's one of the
Yes,
natural
sir.
disasters. What does
Sir.
it mean?
Glacial lake outburst floods, sir, which happens due to accumulated glacial moraines, which breaks over melting of glaciers, sir.
Elon Musk tells that colonization of moon is a distraction, and he would bypass that and go directly to Mars. So, as a person of science, like, what do you think these extra efforts to reach out to celestial bodies and try to establish human habitations, what should be the approach according to you? Like, I'm not talking about country-wise. As humanity, what do you think we should prioritize?
Every discovery was a result of exploration, sir. So human exploration can lead to different outcomes, which we may not imagine now, sir. So exploration is not bad, sir, but it should not be on the cost of reducing the ecological footprint and also impacting the space ecosystem, sir.
Yeah,
We
that
must-
agreed. Now give me moon or Mars.
Moon or Mars. We'll
That you
aim
would
for Mars.
prioritize.
We'll aim
Like-
for Mars, sir.
You will aim for Mars directly. One last question.
Yes, sir.
Blinkit, online app aggregator which tries to deliver goods, has recently come up with a social venture, not for profit venture, but the same thing applies. 10 minutes. He will reach you in 10 minutes. What is that?
I'm not aware of.
Okay, fine. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Saranya, very good to see you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are a acrylic painter.
Yes, ma'am.
So, how will we able to protect a heritage out of this painting?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, we have more traditional painting forms, ma'am. So we can utilize acrylic painting, which is more durable, and hence it can be utilized for documentation purpose of our traditional art forms, ma'am.
Okay, is there any scientific way of protecting very old paintings
Yes, ma'am.
from smudging or damage?
Yes, ma'am. We can utilize laser scanning, and it is the one technology I know, ma'am. Laser scanning for protecting very vulnerable paintings, ma'am.
So, do you think doubling income of the farmers is a reality?
Yes, ma'am. It is a long-term reality, ma'am. Because farm income cannot be increased in a day, ma'am. We have already reached a mere saturation. To increase it, we must go for IFS, Integrated Farming System approach, so that we can improve the farm income in the long term, ma'am.
Do you remember there is one person who said no product should come out of the village without processing or value addition?
I don't know exactly who said it, ma'am.
Can you tell me how painting is very related to science?
Ma'am, painting is the depiction of inventions of the age-old Paleolithic man, ma'am. Because we have invented colors from hematite, limestone, etc. And he have used feathers and bamboo twigs as a brushes. And it also serves as a document to scientifically analyze their lifestyle, ma'am. So I think both painting and science are connected from the history, ma'am.
Do you think this engineering and the crafts or any scientific prototypes begins with proper painting?
Yes, ma'am. Sketching is the first step in any project or any model production, ma'am. Even in any technology, we tend to do the diagrams first, ma'am. So diagrams are the representation of futuristic inventions, ma'am.
Okay, being an agriculture student, can you tell me what is culture in agriculture?
Ma'am, culture is the way of living in a society, ma'am. Agriculture is all about way of raising crops in a society, ma'am.
Saranya,
Yes, sir.
look at Canada
Okay, sir.
and compare it with US.
Okay, sir.
Size-wise, area-wise. And Trump is talking about making Canada the 51st state.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it is doable, or is it a pipe dream?
Sir, I think it is not a doable, and it's dream of Mr. Trump, sir.
Why did he say that then?
Sir,
If it is not doable to Saranya, why did he say that?
Yes, sir. Because Canada is a sovereign nation, sir. We cannot easily annex it and say it as a 51st country, sir. 51st state, sir.
But you didn't talk about annexation.
Okay, sir. So with my knowledge, I believe it is not doable, sir.
Not doable.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is this UPI system of payment?
Yes, sir.
What are the benefits?
Yes, sir. It has reduced the need of physical cash, sir. And it has improved the financial inclusion. And it made the verification of taxes more easier. And I believe these are the benefits.
Are you a user?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. Saranya, the interview part is over. We'll give you the feedback.
Yes, Saranya, you look very cool and confident.
Thank you, sir.
That's a very good, pro. On the pro and cons front, you look relaxed, confident, and your communication skills are quite good. Yet there are some holes I'm going to pick in your communication skills.
Yes, sir.
These holes are specific to the interview part. In normal life, one can get away with it, but in the interview, these may be, counterproductive.
Body language. You have to gesticulate.
Okay, sir.
You have to move. You kept
yes,
on.
even when she was pointing 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
I saw that she was just pulling down
See,
her
these,
fingers.
all your limbs are meant for expression.
Okay, sir.
Use it. Not excessively, but where it is required.
Pandemic going on.
Yeah.
It is. You have to.
Immobility pandemic.
So I thought I should sit in this.
How did you get this idea? Like, because not only you, everybody is
Everybody.
like other.
That's why I said pandemic. Everybody is affected by this
You
disease.
see, it will make it more artistic.
Okay, sir.
See, you are giving a presentation. It is not an answer we want from you. Make it presentable wherever possible. Put emphasis. You can raise your hand. Yes. Where you want to emphasize, you say yes. Nothing wrong in that.
See, just a mild, when you're trying to express yourself,
Yeah.
you do like this, no? Something little, not just give huge gesticulation. Okay? Something very light and a small amount of movement will always make it look very natural.
Then the Trump issue, you could add more color to it. He's a colorful personality.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I think he comes out with weird things. Nothing wrong. Okay, you have anything to ask us? Any questions?
So I have given IFS as my 5th preference and IRS as my 2nd and 3rd preference. Yes, sir. If asked about it, I didn't have a perfect answer. Yes, sir.
Why you are giving primacy to IRS and all that, but then IFS, which used to be the top, why? Yeah, you better have a good answer. What is your answer?
Sir, my answer is I want to work in India, sir. That is but I couldn't.
That's a very honest answer. So you can very well say that, you are comfortable, working here among my people. I'm more in tune with the local conditions. I'm not so very fond of.
I'm not very clear about how comfortable I will be serving abroad.
Yeah.
How comfortable I
That's
will
a
be
very nice way of
serving in a different environment. I'm homespun. Use this.
Or you can say there's a lot of work that needs to be done here, and it interests me a lot. Nobody can say no to that.
Challenges are so much, they are more interesting. More interesting. Not that we are running down IFS. More interesting, more challenging.
Yes, thank you, sir.
And I'll be more comfortable here. That is honest, sir.
keep it short, keep it honest.
No, correct. See, moreover, that agriculture thing, right? You can bring it there. You can say that. I'm very passionate about helping the farm, sector, and there's so much that requires to be done. And by this revenue and all this, again it is somewhere linked to creating value chains. Actually, you need to read up and create some jargons.
Keywords.
Okay. See, today you want to double the agricultural income. In what way you can do it? If you worked for, say, customs, Now, customs is a very important agency in facilitating, this supply chain, fluidity,
Okay, sir.
where the agricultural sector could benefit a lot out of it. The processed, our agricultural exports requires quick clearances. So you have to work on it, study, realize that there are so many things that can be done. Without that, you can't just go and bluff your way.
Okay, sir.
Right?
I'll study, sir. Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Wish
Thank
you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
You have time, prepare.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All the best.